Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I've got a couple of Vosteeds here, and I think both of these are available right now. So I'm going to link them right down below so you guys can check them out if you want. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, the first one here is I have to break the seal. The first one here is a model that I have reviewed before. But I didn't know that they had made a budget version of this. Maybe I did. Maybe you guys told me that after I reviewed it. Yeah, okay. So what we have here is the mini nightshade, which kind of looks like a small, like sugarcane machete. But it's G10 and 14C28N, which is pretty cool. I think some people might really enjoy the fact that this exists, and knowing that, you know, it's Vosteed. The price on this thing is going to be very, very good. The action's actually plenty good. There's a little bit of ting in there. I'm not sure what that is, if that's intentional. Yeah, it's kind of like throwing pennies at a pile of pennies. To what it sounds like. It's kind of a pleasant sound, truthfully. So this is an ambidextrous lock. It should have an ambidextrous mounting position for the clip, and it does. So we have clip sides, you know, on whether you're right or left-handed. That's great. Obviously, the look of this is not going to be for everybody, but it'll be an inexpensive, well-made knife. And they've also nested it's got cartridge liners that are nested into the G10. So these are still contoured but thinned down, making this a very lightweight and compact little EDC knife with a super-duper slicey blade. I mean, that's going to be the benefit there with that blade shape. It's not an ultra thick blade stock to begin with, and it's fully flat ground. So that, and I think the angle of the belly, when you go to slice things, it's going to do that, right? So that's pretty cool. Now the other knife, I'm almost certain is much more premium. Indicators would include the packaging here. I kind of glanced through the bubble wrap here. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no, the collector's value! I'm kidding. But yeah, I glanced through here and saw that it was the Thunderbird model. I think, is it? Yeah, it's a, maybe it won't be that expensive, because it says it's 154 cm and aluminum. Yeah, okay, so maybe this will be kind of a middle of the road kind of knife. I think that's a good idea, because Vosteed does a really good job. Oh, it's a button lock too. Vosteed does a good job with their overall, you know, their fit and finish and execution. Okay, yeah. We have a compound blade, nice large fuller running all the way down, maybe about, it just ends right there, look. So we have the flat, and the end of the flat and the end of the fuller are in the same place. And then this is all swedge out here to the tip. And we have a flat ground, secondary grind, and the initial grind is hollow, of course. We've got a nice forward choil there. Ooh, very, very nice action there. Is this an actual plunge lock? Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought maybe it was a liner-operated button lock. So we have the rear flipper. We have a front flipper. Am I going to sneeze? Yeah! That was a big one. We have we have the opening hole as well. This is pretty fidgety, and honestly, I mean, everything works correctly. The what's acting as the detent here is the button. It's a little, it sticks up pretty high. There's quite a bit of travel, and it's a little bit crunchy, if I'm being honest. Here, see, it's kind of like the Cormorant, but it will break in. I think that this button is just a little high. I do like that it's textured. In fact, the button reminds me almost exactly of the Cormorant. We have steel liners that go all the way down to the base of the aluminum. The aluminum, the Type 3 anodizing in the aluminum is beautiful. That is really, really nice. I like that a lot. Filler tab here, which is a little bit weird on the texturing, but I will admit that I'm glad that they went ahead and did it, because that means lefties have a mounting position for the pocket clip. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I don't like about the action is the disengagement of the button lock. It's just kind of crunchy. But it's completely and totally solid on lockup. Down here, and this is kind of, it's almost a crunchy thud, and truthfully, there's a little bit of detent lash there too. I like this to feel completely solid, and I like it to be a little more clicky. This is, it's just nothing, right? There's not a lot reassuring me that it's actually all the way down, but it's okay, right? It's also kind of bouncing because there's not a lot at the bottom. There's just this tiny little event horizon right here. It really has to get right here to pull all the way in, but often, yeah, it bounces back out super easy. So I think I'd like that to be a little bit more solid. But the model itself is all right. The ergonomics are good. The blade is cool, right? 154 cm, I'm always going to go for that. I think that's nice. I think we should measure these two real quick. Vosteed, you need to make the bigger one in budget form. And if you already do that, you need to make more of them, because people definitely want that knife. At least according to my comments, they do. Let's measure these. So the mini nightshade is coming in at about 6.35 inches. Blade length is 2.75. Cutting edge is about 2.5. Yeah, I think so. On the Thunderbird, it's actually, yeah, it's a little bit, it's like 8 1/8. Blade length is 3.5. Cutting edge is 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4. Okay. How about we weigh them real quick just to see? And we should probably also do some size comparisons. The only two that I have out here today, check out Original Goat scales. That's what's on these two. The Demco 8020.5, I'm sorry, the Benchmade Griptilian, or in this case the Ritter Hogue, and the Demco and Cold Steel 8010 both have Original Goat scales on there. You can check those out in the description as well. But here's some size comparisons for you real quick, and then I think maybe we should weigh it, and that'll probably be enough. So on the I keep wanting to say mini nightshade. Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. I don't know why I'm getting confused there. On the mini nightshade, that guy's going to be super lightweight at 1.8 ounces. That's cool. This is really a nice lightweight compact EDC that's not going to be super expensive. I honestly really like this, and I don't normally like blade shapes like that. And this guy's coming in actually really not all that much either, 3.56 ounces. That's a 1-to-1 ratio with a 3.5 inch blade, 3.5 inches of blade to 3.5 ounces of weight. Pretty good stuff there. Okay. You will receive full comprehensive reviews of each of these knives down the road. Today's video is not a review. It's just an unboxing and first impressions. But like I said, both of these knives will be available via the links in the description, so you guys can check those out if you want. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.